Hey there, I'm glad you're back. Welcome back, people, and a huge welcome to my Thrival tribe. If you haven't met me before, my name is Lexi Tommy, and this is my Thrival Guide. Every Thursday, I sit down and I talk to you about how to get your life together. It's a fun little channel on adulting, and it's going to make everything in your life and your day-to-day run much smoother. So keep watching and subscribe below so I can keep coming back every Thursday with great tips and tricks for you. This summer, we're going to have a ton of fun getting our summer bulk freezer meals together. It's an extreme way of bulk mealing, and I'm going to show you the whole system. If you have heard about bulk mealing or freezer mealing before, but have always wanted to give it a try, now's your chance. Watch this whole series this month and you are going to be all set for the summer. Bulk mealing in my home is an all-out beast. It's gone from 0 to 60, and I'm going to introduce you to the beast and let you embrace it for your own life too. It has bought me time to spend with my family, with my spouse, to have hobbies, to spend with my friends, to help out my community, to do things like this YouTube channel. Oh, such a big investment of time, and I'll tell you, if I did not bulk meal, I would not have the time to do it, guaranteed. In the last two videos of this series, part 1 and part 2, we covered the benefits of bulk mealing, the general tricks and tips, the plan, and the overall system. Did you know the average Canadian family spends $856 every single month for a family of 4 on groceries alone? That's not cleaning products. That's not makeup and shampoos and household items. That is groceries, consumable, edible groceries. That's $10,272 a year. That's not takeout costs. That's not restaurants. That's not household supplies and clothing, etc. That's just groceries. Seems to me it's as much or more than most mortgages. What if I could give you some big time tips to cut down that major expense? What if you were able to cut out $1,000 or more a year by just reducing your food waste alone? What if you had the opportunity to tuck away $50, an extra $50 a week to an account so that you could bulk meal for free? That's what I did, so I know it's possible. I know you can do it. I'm going to show you how. My best bulk meal round ended up being $4.84 a meal, and that meal fed 4 to 6 people. So I'm not talking per serving, I'm talking per meal. And why did it cost that little? I'm going to tell you why. You buy in bulk, you create in bulk, and you save in bulk. You make sure that you make meals with like ingredients so that you get the most bang for your buck. You plan it out, you execute it the way I'm showing you, and it's going to be seamless. If you've been following along, you'll know that this video is video number 3 in the process of this system. I am going to show you how to prep and get ready for your bulk meal creation day. So 1 week before, I want you to have all of the meals that you're making. I want you to have the numbers that you're making so that you can write out the bags. You're going to take freezer bags because that's the easiest way to do it. It's the most economical and it's the most available to people. I know that other people have freezer meal food prep containers, and that's awesome. And you can build to that. But for the first couple of rounds, you're going to want to use freezer bags because that's what's available to you, and that's how you know if they're going to be useful for you or not. I also want to point out that because we're reducing tons and tons and tons of food waste, we are actually having a huge impact on the environment, and it's a positive one. So even though we're using Ziploc bags or we are using freezer bags, I don't want you to be too hard on yourself. You can work up to better use containers later. So on each one of the freezer bags, I want you to label them per meal. I want you to put the name of the meal and the basic cooking instructions. For example, Sloppy Joe's, slow cooker, 5 to 6 hours on low. And then you're going to want to put what you're serving it with. For example, serve with hamburger buns, serve with a side salad, or another vegetable dish to finish it off. Write a bag out for each one of the Sloppy Joes or whatever the kind is. Make sure you have enough. because that's going to be your guide on the day of the meal creation. So 2 nights before, you're going to pick up all the groceries. The night before, you're going to be a little busy in the prep work. You're going to want to cook up all the beef for the beef meals. Some get raw beef, but not a lot of them. Like if you were making meatloaves, you would probably just use raw meat. But if you're looking for the convenience of it, you're going to want to cook up that beef beforehand. And if you have any cooked meat, please don't do it on the meal creation day. It's going to eat up your time because it's very tedious to fry up beef. You can prepare this prior to and significantly reduce your time. Place all of your ground beef in a very large slow cooker. Cook on low overnight and set the timer to cool off so that it's nice and cool in the morning. You want it cool enough to place in bags the next day. Drain the beef and set aside the bouillon if you like. Then you want to take it and you want to break up all the clumps to allow for easy scooping into the bags. You want to cut up all your vegetables that need cutting. Like if you need cut carrots, you want to cut the carrots. If you need cut potatoes, you want to cut the potatoes, those types of things, and put them in the bags that require it. I want you to take your raw chicken breasts and I want you to set out the number that you will need to have cooked. So if you need some that are cooked, like for say a chicken Alfredo or something, you're going to have cooked strips in there. So you're going to want to cook those beforehand. I do all of my pre-cooking in the Instapot for that first. And then if I need them kind of crisped up a little bit, I then will like coat them with a tiny bit of oil and throw them in the oven. You can just put them in the oven on a baking tray. That also works really well. Then you're going to want to cook any other meats like sausages that need to be cooked and cut or meatballs that need to be cooked and cut. It really depends on the meals that you're making. But anything that's cooked meat, you're going to want to do that prior to the day. I also, just another little note, I also want to ensure that I have time variety in the meals that I'm choosing as well. So what I mean by that is there are some days where I can throw something in a slow cooker and just come home and eat it. Or there's days that I have like a little bit of time, not a ton, but a little bit of time, and I want to throw it on the barbecue, so I'll pull that. There are times where all I have time to do is grab it because I forgot, and I have to grab it from the freezer, throw it in the microwave to serve it to my family like right now. So I want to be able to have meals that I can pull and have different time variety to cook and prep and serve. Having the ability to pull a meal from the freezer, throw it in the microwave, prep a few veggies and serve means that you are making your own convenience foods. It will take less time than the mac and cheese you were planning. Make those convenience foods work for you. Pre-cook some chicken breasts and cut them up for salads and wraps. It doesn't have to be one of the meals you plan, but if you have any left over in the meal prep, cook it all up so that you can chop it and just throw it in your freezer labeled, and you can pull it for those quick meals on the run. On the day of, you're going to want to bring all of your ingredients that you will need to make the meals into one central location. I like to bring them all to the kitchen because some might be down in the storage room, some might be still in the box from picking up a couple days ago. Some might be in the fridge, some might be in the pantry. I like to have them all close to me when I'm making up the meals. So the day of, you're going to want to bring all of your ingredients to a central area in your meal prep home. And lastly, you're going to want to take all of your freezer bags and you're going to want to sort them by meat type. So you're going to want to put the cooked chicken meal bags together. You're going to want to put all of the ground beef meal bags together, all the raw chicken bags together, so on and so forth. Arrange them by chicken and beef and meatballs and sausage so that you are flowing through your system in order. It's going to save you a ton of time and you're not going to have to constantly clean. If you're making raw chicken, for example, you're going to want to put all of your raw chicken into the bags, wash nice and well so that there's no cross-contamination to worry about. And I want to say good luck because that is it. You will be prepped and planned and ready to go for the day of. We'll see you there. Stay tuned for my next video in this series where I make up all of those meals I've been talking about. You're going to see how the process comes together. It's going to make things so easy and flow so nicely. If you've missed a video or two, go back, catch up, watch all the videos in this series. There's going to be 4. This is video number 3. and start your own freezer bulk meal making journey with me today. Summer is on its way, and the summer meals are by far the easiest meals to make. So if you're gonna start bulk mealing, now is the time. So that's it. Stay tuned for more. If you like this video, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe while you're down there. It helps me come back every Thursday with great information for you. I want to say thank you for popping by and investing in your life and your day-to-day. Welcome, Thrivers, to My Thrival Tribe. We'll see you soon.